Yo, what's up to Takedown Tuesday? It's your boy Jalen, the one and only, and I'm with.
How's it going? I am Jay Wrestle Talk or Jaden, a former and normal co-host of the Takedown Tuesdays with Jalen over here. But we are here today to talk football, talking the Georgia Alabama game. That was a great game on that Saturday night. To then we go
Yes.
to the Green Bay Packers and the Dallas Cowboys Sunday night, ending off in a tie. And then obviously we have the NBA coming around the corner talking about what's going on so far with Media Day. Some small things like the Rockets, talking about LeBron James, the GOAT, and Steph Curry, the greatest three-point shooter of all time. And finally, the thing I'm looking forward the most tonight, a triple threat match for match between Io Sky, AJ Styles, and myself representing Shawn Michaels, HBK, in my ever first triple threat match. But Jalen, what are your thoughts so far on our stacked Takedown Tuesday that we have today?
My thoughts are you were trash, and we got some great topics to cover. And also, before we start, I want to say a little small. I want to give a little, you know, prayers up to Tyreek Hill. I know y'all know what happened. That looked is so nasty, and yeah, let's get on with it. Let's get on with it. Let's start with the first topic. Let's start with the first topic.
Well, first thing first, the first topic is going to actually be an announcement. I do have somebody joining me in the back very, very soon. But look, match for match, what this is for people who do not know, if it's your first time on Takedown Tuesday or the franchise channel and you don't know the concept of match for match, if my boy in the back can give me a thumbs up when he's ready to get on the big screen. Look, match for match is a competition here, not just on the franchise channel, but on all places, anywhere you do with your friends, things of that nature. It's a concept where you compare the biggest stars, smaller stars, whatever the case may be. You compare the peak of wrestlers' match catalogs in friendly or violent competition. And right next to me on my right hand side is Manuel, and what he's doing is he is hosting a match for match tournament. Look, if there is somebody out there that you think a superstar, whether it's Shawn Michaels, whether it's AJ Styles, it's John Cena, Stone Cold Steve Austin, even a Hulk Hogan, despite him being in bad PR light recently. Look, if you think those guys have the match catalog to stand up against other superstars who you guys also think might have a decent catalog as well, then it's your chance to prove it. It's your chance to prove why your favorite is your favorite, why the best is the best in your eyes. It is your time to shine, representing your favorites that have made you fall in love with sports, entertainment, professional wrestling, whatever you want to call it. I'm going to go ahead and give it to Manuel. But look, we have a tournament on our way where you can represent your favorite wrestler or one of your favorite wrestlers, or who you think might be the best in the ring or have the best matches, things of that nature. It's your time to represent. Manuel, go ahead to you, buddy.
Y'all can hear me good. Y'all hear me good.
Yes, we do. Yes, we
Yes,
do.
we
Of
do.
course.
I'm on the train, so I'm heading home from school. But all right, match for match, I'm doing a tournament. It's a G1 style or Champions League tournament style. If you know soccer, if you watch football, you know Champions League. There's group stages. If there's 20 people, there will be 5 groups. If there's go from there, groups of 4. Every person will face the person on their group. So you'll have minimum 3 matches. So the winners get 3, losers get 0. The top 2 in each bracket goes on to a tournament style. Loser, winner, the winner of each round in the tournament, they move on. It is takedown just like that. So it's like NCAA style tournament. So yeah, it goes to the finals. On the final match, we will have a match for match, but it's a different stipulation. The stipulation will be best matches of all time. You will not have your wrestler. You will not have your wrestler. It's best matches versus best matches of all time. I will also have a third place. because it's a prize pool of first, second, and third. Third place match will be the best WrestleMania matches of all time. So the style of the match for match tournament it'll be draft order. So whoever is in the tournament will get randomly selected to pick the wrestler from like one, you could pick any wrestler you want. Any wrestler from modern times, past, literally any wrestlers. Japanese, Mexican, American, doesn't matter. It's any wrestler you want who thinks has the best matches. It will be on draft order. There will be one for women, one for men. So you will have 2 rounds. One for men, one for women. Your first match and match for match in the group stage will be the men's match. The second will be the women's match. The third match will be, but you can use either match. Either man or woman, based on whoever you want to pick on the third match in your group stage. You cannot repeat matches. I'm just gonna go by the rules. You cannot repeat matches in the rounds. If you make it to the knockout stage, you can repeat the matches used in the group stage, but you cannot repeat them twice in the knockout stage. So you go from there. So yeah, if you got any questions, it's a $5 entry. Winner, if there's 10 people, 20 people, winner is $50. Second place is $25. Third place is $15. However, this is the big announcement I will have for Reese's channel. The winner of match for match tournament will face the champion on a match for match. The winner of that match will get an extra $30.
So y'all hear it here. If you do, Manuel, is there a way that you want them to contact you if it's possible?
Yes, Instagram. You can promote my Instagram. And I have 2 Instagrams, so you go Dreamtaker AD or Soultaker AD, whichever one. Go on TikTok, Dreamtaker AD. That's my TikTok. Shut up, train. But yeah, yeah.
We're gonna go ahead and drop that Instagram right now. We're gonna get production right on it. So look, guys, if you guys want to, if there's a wrestler out there, male and female, who you think has the best matches to pick from, it's not just your chance to just talk about it. It's not just your chance to go out here and represent them in a debate that you have with your friends, whether it's in the cafeteria, on the phone with your homies, stuff like that. No, this is a chance for you to sit here, prove your point against different people who want to prove their points, and win money, win bragging rights, win all types of stuff that boost your ego and might even boost your wrestler into conversations that you want them in. So look, on the screen right now, you will see, and Manuel will let us know if that is the right at that we see. But look, on your screen, scrolling down right now, what you will see is his Instagram app. And with that, you will contact him, and you can get entered into this tournament. It's a $5 entry. That's all that we have. We're going to be talking about match for match and what the concept is later on tonight for our main event. But without further ado, we're going to go ahead and let our people get into it. Manuel, thank you so much for coming on here. We appreciate you and everything that you're doing for us. Guys, make sure you follow that Instagram. Without further ado, let's talk some college football. Let's go ahead and let's bring up people who are going to be talking college football with us today on the franchise channel. Look, I don't want to delay y'all anymore. Jaden, go ahead, y'all do y'all thing.
Ooh, it's good to finally be back to talking now. Even it was nice to not hear Jalen's voice either. But we will jump right into talking about our first point of the night, which is college football. Georgia Bulldogs versus the Alabama Roll Tide, which Alabama indeed ended up winning that game.
Hold on. First and foremost, Roll Tide, roll. And Logan, we beat y'all. We came to y'all home and we beat y'all. But other than that, I just had to get that out the way. Ty, he looked amazing. Don't disrespect our running backs. What's up, Kyle? You threw me off. My bad.
Good,
but we looked at great.
I'm not a Georgia fan. Ohio State. But like I said though, when Georgia loses, America wins. I'm just happy that they lost for the first time, so we can humble Logan.
As a
Yeah,
Florida fan, it makes me happy to see either of these teams lose, but Georgia, I hate them more at this point now in watching college football. But let's get right into it. Talking thoughts on, that game from the people who've watched it, obviously being on this panel. How are we feeling? I wanted to bring up specifically first small point of the Georgia and Alabama game that Alabama won. The quarterbacks, Ty Schmidt, or that's the name, right? Ty Schmidt? Ty Simpson. My apologies. Ty
get
Simpson.
it right.
Ty, my apologies. But Ty Simpson and Gunner, oh my gosh, I keep forgetting his name. He's just so bad. I forget his name. Gunner Stockton, the quarterback of Georgia and the quarterback of Alabama. It wasn't even close by which quarterback looked the best in that. Ty Simpson was amazing, over 200 yards passing, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions on the day. Even with the receivers not all, nobody breaking out or having an amazing game for the receivers. Ty Simpson was absolutely on fire during that night. He was hitting great throws, pocket presence was great, and Georgia seemed like they didn't have an answer for him during that game. Where in comparison, Mr. Gunner Stockton was garbage. 130 yards passing, 1 touchdown, 0 picks, barely did anything. Was only accurate because for the most part he threw short. Like he didn't do much. If it wasn't for their running back, which shout out Chauncey Bowers, 120 rushing yards with 1 touchdown. If it wasn't for the running back that Georgia has, they would have lost that game in embarrassing fashion. So I just had to give out a shout out to Georgia's running backs because my goodness, if they weren't there, that team was getting crushed. Most fraudulent, high-ranked team in college football this year, easily, no question. The fact they're even number 5 is ridiculous. But take it home. Whoever wants to go between Jalen and Kyle. What are your guys' thoughts so
Cal,
far
you
on
can
this
go.
game?
You can go, man.
I ain't got nothing to say. I'm just glad Georgia lost. So
Yeah, I'm like, I'm you like you said, Ty had a good game, but like we need more. Like the receivers, like Ryan Williams, where are you at? Like, come on now. Like Bernard, where are you at? Like, we need more people to step up. We can't continue to like rely all on Ty. We need the defense to step up. We need the O-line to actually be the best O-line in the country, like we're supposed to be, and we step up. But I don't know. I don't know, man. But how about we switch topics to something that I know Jaden wanted to talk about, which is Green Bay versus the Cowboys.
I'll let you guys go first because I'm gonna have a longer standpoint as a Packers fan here about the ridiculousness of watching that game and the anger I felt watching that. So
Well,
Kyle or Jalen, go for it.
first and foremost, no diss on Green Bay, but the Michael Parsons was all hype. We are seeing it now. 40 points. 40 points without CeeDee Lamb, by the way. Without CeeDee Lamb and Dak Prescott. Out of all people, Dak Prescott, who is overrated. Both of y'all defense, I don't know where y'all were last night. Trayvon Diggs, what happened? Like 2-3 years ago, he was in the top 5, top 10 conversation. Now, I don't even know if he in the top 100. I don't even know if he in the top 100 today. What about Bland? Where was he? Where was he? Michael Parsons had a sack that didn't even mean nothing. Like, what is going on with this? Like 40-40. Both of the defenses, they need to go to the locker room and get a pep talk because that was horrible on both parts of the defense. But the offense was firing on all cylinders. Shout out to Dak Prescott. He had an amazing game. Like, I can't even believe I'm saying that. But Kyle, what do you think?
This is the greatest parts of defense I've ever seen in a game, man. This game was just game of the week, I would say, because Dak, he was good. Jordan Love was good. Romeo Dobbs looked like Randy Moss out there for some reason, and George Pickens looked like Randy Moss out there. So, I mean, obviously, defense is non-existent. However, I am mad about the tie and everything. Like, I don't understand at all. I think it should have went down to the sudden death. Like, I actually had Green Bay winning. I didn't know it was going to be even this close. So, but not much. I just, of course, Green Bay got to like rebuild this. Michael was kind of non-existent half the game, but I, this game was something else, man. That's definitely was like the weirdest game we have so far the year.
Oh, but let's get into this really quickly as a Packers fan. I have a lot of things to say about this game. The fact is, Jalen, I want to take up that quick point you said about. I will say it is too quick to say that the Micah Parsons deal is overhyped because the fact is Micah has still been great this year for us, and our defense has been elite at moments. I don't
What
know what's
happened last night?
happened. I don't know what happened last night. I'm still in, or not even last night, Sunday. I don't even know what happened on Sunday. I stayed up and watched
319
that game.
yards, 3 touchdowns.
Yes, I get it. Now let me talk, boy. I'm going to say that right now. Let me speak because you know you had your moment. Now I'm going to go into my tangent. But we're going to go with this. Michael Parsons is still doing great. Yes, our defense, are my cornerbacks, safeties, we forgot how to cover. Same with the Cowboys defense. There was no covering whatsoever for any offense. The Packers just had to cover George Pickens, who had a legacy game yesterday and did for Sunday. Son of a gun. But it was amazing for him because of the fact that he had to step up and carry an offense that was struggling. And the fact that Dak Prescott also had a great game helped them keep up with us. Jordan Love looks phenomenal still this year. Romeo Dobbs is the number one target, is up there, I'm pretty sure, with like 6 touchdowns on the year. So far, he's doing great. George Pickens' stat line, he had 8 receptions for 2 touchdowns and 134 yards. He was immaculate. We couldn't cover him for anything. It was brutal. Brandon Aubrey, the best player on the Cowboys by far. That man is electric, can never miss a kick. It's amazing. But my main point that I have with this problem with watching that game, I hate the fact that it goes to a tie because they don't have an extra sudden death ruling if it's tied going into after that overtime. And the biggest problem I have with that game, as a Packers fan, was just witnessing the level of nonsense that we had going into some of these plays that we had, where we failed to even use our clock management with the last minute and a half in that overtime. And once we finally got to the red zone, instead of calling a timeout that we had left, I'm pretty sure right away, or spiking the ball even, we instead chose to throw it immediately and almost lose the game. Luckily, there was 1 second left for us to tie it, but we almost choked that game away, which would have aggravated me more. Added to the fact that our offense is not to blame, Josh Jacobs is still on fire. But the fact is, this was the top 5 most scoring game for a tie. I'm pretty sure it ranks 3rd or 4th now on that list. So it's very ridiculous to watch Sunday night game that didn't seem like it was going to be amazing, especially with how the Packers get belt to ass to the Cowboys all the time. But yes, that Sunday game, there were so many issues I had at fault. Packers are going into a bye week this next week, and then they play the Bengals week 6 without Joe Burrow, and that O-line is god-awful. So the team needs a reset because they went from beating 2 Super Bowl caliber teams, or at least 2 playoff caliber teams in the Lions and the Commanders, and then we had a weird loss to the Browns, and then we proceed to tie the Cowboys. So there's a lot of things I have wrong with this team right now. I don't know why they're so inconsistent. We're pulling a Pittsburgh Steelers where we're playing down to our competition, and I don't like that because it's aggravating to watch as a fan. But there's some things that have to be shored up for that team, clock manager-wise and defensively. But besides that, and obviously we see CD there saying, go Birds for the Eagles. Gross. But besides that, Packers need to reset. The Cowboys look like that they are a very understandable, solid team at least, more than we gave them credit for. But that's about all I have to say about that game before I get frustrated as hell talking about it. But besides, obviously, those great football games that we had to witness over the weekend, let's move on to our NBA Media Day and recapping a few things and talking about. Sorry, my cat's meowing a lot. Can you shut up? I apologize for that.
Anyway, let's get into the NBA Media Day. We had many interesting and calm little media appearances and stuff posted. Interesting small stuff that we would like to talk about. And first off, I'm going to start with KD. How do all of y'all feel about KD and the Rockets, and where do you think this is going to go? Kyle, I want you to go first on that question. Because Jaden, he can't get it together.
Well, what else can I say, man? This the unction. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's old. Everybody's over 30. Um, 80. With the Rockets, weird. LeBron might be his last year in the league. Hopefully, it's not. Play a couple more years. I know Jalen and then Curry. Maybe we didn't care about Curry anyways, but yeah, he can retire. But other than that, this is gonna be interesting this season. Like new teams, different other competition. KD with the Rockets is gonna be the most interesting team this year. How will he fit? But other than that, I think it's gonna be another good season. Might be a bad one, but I don't really expect nothing else from these players.
You know, I feel like the Rockets, when it comes down to it, they're not gonna be as good as everybody thinks. Many people don't agree with me with this, but I mean, yeah, it's good to have stars. It's good to have stars or whatever, star studded. But what about the benches? What about the back? What about the back line? What about when KD gets hurt, when he gets tired? Who's gonna step in for him? Jabari Smith? Okay, Jabari Smith most likely, if I'm not mistaken, gonna be in the lineup anyway. So what about the bench? Okay, you got Ben Shepherd. Name me anybody else on the bench besides that. Exactly. Reese had to show up. That's how bad it got. That's how bad it is. But I feel like they're gonna be a solid 5-6 seed. But please do not get too hyped about this team. I'm telling you, KD cannot stay consistent. He can be the number one, of course. We've seen him many times, but most of the time when he's number one, it only worked out 1 year in Golden State. The rest of it, blah. Reese, it seems like you got something to say since you came up here. What you got to say, brother?
So when we're talking about NBA media, that we understand this is just a thing for them to take pictures and just show the media stuff, right? But the real thing that we want to talk about here is the basketball that's going to be played this upcoming year. Preseason starts, I believe, this week or next week. I forgot which, but this is the case. LeBron, Curry, and KD, they're getting older. We understand that they aren't going to be moving like they were in their prime, things of that nature. But these three guys are still top 10 players in the NBA. And the reason why these three guys are on our screen is because we have to talk about their future. First off, KD. When it comes to Kevin Durant and the Rockets, Jalen, I have to disagree. The Rockets are such a young core. And with those guys, sure, you get rid of Jalen, but those guys have so much to learn from Kevin Durant. They have so much potential. And all they need is, the only thing stopping them is time. Them being surrounded by a superstar who's won championships, who's one of the greatest scorers our game has ever seen, one of the greatest players our game has ever seen, being surrounded by him for the amount of years that he might be with them. No, I'm not saying this is a win now thing, but the Rockets definitely look like they could be lining up with that young core that's good. They look like they could be lining up to be a top 5 seed in the West. So the Rockets look good to me. When I'm looking at the Lakers, same issues as last year, but you have a lot more on LeBron's plate because now he's winding down to a degree. In terms of how he's going to be perceived. When it comes to LeBron James and him going into this year and him having more on his plate, what do I mean by that? What I mean is that people are going to be looking at this year as LeBron's last years in the league, and the media is going to be pushing this narrative of LeBron James. Do you want to win? How do you want to go out? How do you want to be remembered? We get into these stupid stories that revolve around his career that just totally aren't true. Of course, CD, I'm not saying the Nuggets are better than the Rockets. Nuggets aren't better than the Rockets, of course. But what I'm saying here is that I really want to see what the Lakers kind of do. You have a Luka Doncic who signed, I think he signed an extension, right? LeBron James at media
Yeah.
day talked about him being on the way out. He talked about how he's not waiting for Bryce. He talked about maybe he'll be here for next year's media day. So you don't know how long you have with LeBron James. What I really want to see from this year from the Lakers is how do they build around these young stars? What happens? How much play time do they get? Things of that nature. So I really want to see what the expectations are. Luka has said his expectations are a championship. I'm pretty sure LeBron James will have to leave NBA on winning his 5th ring. How likely is that? I don't know. You still have the duo of LeBron and Luka, which is good. That's good. The issue is everybody else. The issue is all the pieces surrounding them. And if those pieces are enough, sure, you got connect, but there are just so many good teams, great defensive teams, and we saw them run into these problems. There still is no real good big for the Lakers. So, yeah, this is media day, but you still see the same issues when it comes to the Warriors. I saw Kuminga sign an extension. Curry's still here. Look, nothing changes at all really for the Warriors. They look like they're in the same boat as last year. You did get Al Horford, which could
What's that doing?
Add age to the team, experience.
We know.
Yeah,
But
so that's Al Horford.
they
In 2025.
this roster really stays the same. And when it comes to these three, you kind of have the same expectations as you did going into last year. Yeah, they might make it to the playoffs. Yeah, they might make it to the second round, maybe. But do we see them as finals contenders? Nah. Do we see them as do we see these three winning any awards this year? Nah. Like, of course, they're going to be on All NBA, of course, right? They're going to be on All Star teams, of course, right? But they're not going to be in MVP contention. If they do, that's actually impressive. If they do, if one of these three are in MVP contention, which they actually have the capability of being in it, I actually, it's surprising, right? But you just don't expect a lot from these teams or these guys besides their big media presence because of the illustrious careers that these guys have had. And by no means are we knocking down the greatness of the three men that we see on the screen right here. These guys are three all-time greats, and one of them has a debate to be the greatest of all time.
So we're talking about LeGoat here. He's always an MVP voting because he's that damn good. But obviously, I even have a plant of my own called LaPlante James. That's how serious it is. That's the love I got for the GOAT for NBA. Don't ask questions. But obviously, moving on. Kevin Durant and the Rockets. I have been on the tangent of Kevin Durant's career. Obviously, he's one of the best premier scorers in the NBA. He's won his championship rings. He's had an MVP. But the way I look at it is the last few years, especially him jumping to the Nets with a super team and it failing, then going to the Phoenix Suns, and then it failed. Now you're bringing him to a young core into the Rockets, which if we're expecting that to make a whole difference and that that magically makes him have a chance at the championship, I have to respectfully agree. This man has failed a lot in his career. He did it with OKC. He's done it with now the Nets.
He done it with the Nets. He done it with OKC. He done it with a lot of teams.
And mind you, look at what happened when he left the Suns and the Nets. Both those teams are horrible on paper. They look bottom 5 at least in the NBA. And now you're going to a young, promising team, hoping that you can relive your glory days with the likes of Jabari Smith. They had Fred VanVleet. Sucks for him being injured for a long term going into the season. They have Amen Thompson, which is very big for them as long as he develops that offensive game. They have some I never said he wasn't a Hall of Famer now. Never said that. He is. But the issue I have is that he may be a Hall of Famer, but he's failed a lot and he doesn't have that. It doesn't feel like he has that itch that he's going to win another championship. It just doesn't seem like it. He just goes to team, tries to make a super team, and it fails. So I don't have much expectations until I start seeing what Kevin Durant and the Rockets can do. Now going on to my glorious king, LeBron James. But he is this whole retirement nonsense and all that stuff. Eh, we don't really, you know, care too much about all that nonsense. He won't retire yet. We keep saying he's going to retire. He's a Tom Brady when it comes to the NBA. This man, you'll say he retires and then he plays another 4 years.
Putting the shoes up soon, man. I hate to break it.
You know, that's what they all say. That won't happen. I don't believe it. But obviously, with having the fact that they still have Luca, getting Al Horford does not move me for any type of moment. That's trash. Personally speaking, that is an old man. They're trying to be the old retirement home over there, but they still have players of Austin Reeves, Dalton Connect, or Connect Four as they go. They have a lot of talent still, and especially with Luca as well, they can genuinely go on a good run. I believe they can, especially if LeBron is still there kicking, because, well, you'll need a lot for LeBron to just drop off the face of the earth for the Lakers to just randomly just be awful all of a sudden when they have the talent that they have. Do I think they win a championship? We will see what happens with that. But I don't know. I don't think they can, but I would love to see my glorious king win one more championship on the radar. And obviously now, moving on to the greatest 3-point shooter alive, the first unanimous MVP in the NBA history, Steph Curry. Man, the Warriors are just sullying this man's reputation in the end of his year. They are doing everything they can to make sure he retires because they are not giving him help. These young players they drafted up in mid. Yes, they have Jimmy Butler, but Buddy Hield's still there, and he's like their three main players are all above the age of 30, and their young guys have refused to stand up or level up their play, especially the likes of Jonathan Kuminga, who wanted to make such a stickler about his contract just to get 2 years. So the Warriors, I have no faith in. I genuinely speaking, as much as they go as far as Curry and Jimmy Butler can take them, that's the way I look at it. They'll probably make a play-in at best, and then probably win that play-in because the other teams suck. That will make it in there. Obviously, none of these three teams, no offense to Legault, but none of these three teams have anything compared to my Pistons. We're going all the way this year. We're winning the whole thing. We're going to punch y'all in the mouth and win the games. Cade Cunningham's going for that MVP, but we'll relax on the glaze. But, yeah, no, this NBA Media Day recap's been pretty, normal as of recaps. Nothing really insane or interesting really has occurred. They're already running with the media stuff with LeBron because that's what they always do. Shout out my Legault as well, once again. But, Jalen, what do you have to say? Obviously, after all these things. Okay, sit there with your mic muted off, being a child instead of speaking.
First of all, I disagree with everything my bad, AO Steph. Shout out to the GOAT. But I disagree with everything Maurice said because the Kevin Durant Rockets will fail just like the Nets did when he had James Harden and Kyrie, and just like the Suns and OKC, because everywhere Kevin Durant go that doesn't have Steph Curry on it or his footprints or his anything will fail. And LeBron James is the GOAT. I believe this will be his last year, unfortunately. The last day
Don't put that in the air.
last year I was watching basketball. But I feel like everybody's running off DeAndre Ayton, and he's going to show everybody why y'all shouldn't have wrote him off already. Just like everybody did Quentin Johnson last year, and look at him now. He is feeding y'all on y'all little fantasy teams.
Yes, he is.
Ayton, he will get them rebounds. He will do what it takes. I believe in DeAndre Ayton, and y'all should too. But
Jalen, I want to say this. Thank God for Quentin Johnson and Justin Herbert cooking. He saved my fantasy. He's saving my fantasy team as we speak right now. So thank you. I can respect the Chargers fan, honestly, because there's not many I've met. So.
And also Devin Booker. Let's talk about Devin Booker. I feel bad for Devin Booker, bro, because he's been through it all. He's been through the rain. Him and Joel Embiid in the same situation. Speaking of, that's the most interesting thing on Media Day.
What are you talking about right now?
What you mean what I'm talking about?
What are you talking about in the same situation?
There's one is super injury prone.
One is injury prone and one just does bad in the playoffs. I don't know. Like, it's a big
But
deal.
I say
how long have they been with their team since their career? Right, they've been
well,
trusted.
Devin Booker's been there for us.
If you
Bro,
let me get
bro,
to my point,
Embiid has not been with bad teams. Like, what is this notion that Embiid doesn't have
he
help?
only been with one
Embiid
team.
Embiid's only been with the 76ers, and
Every
they've
How
time,
been
many
great
every
teams?
time
teams, but
How
they
Embiid's
many
are
teams
supposed to
Devin
go,
Booker been with?
every time Embiid's supposed to go to the conference finals or the finals, he chokes. I don't.
That's not the point. They're in the same. How
What do you
many
mean they are?
teams?
That's not the point. What's the point?
that
The
is
point
definitely the
is
point.
you are not taking. You're not listening. That's the point.
Okay, go ahead. Finish your point.
Devin Booker. I feel like I was saying. I feel bad for Devin Booker on media day. He didn't look so happy. He looked at miserable. He looked at like he just wanted to quit on the team, like he should have did a long time ago. And how long has Joel Embiid been a 76ers since the start of his career? Right.
Yep, he's been there forever.
I hope you
Okay.
know, like
How
the
long
76ers are not why he's not winning. Like,
Oh, there was a signing just happened, funny enough, for the Warriors, guys. Steph Curry is now joining the Warriors on a 1-year deal. I'm pretty
Anyway,
sure.
1 year.
I don't know. It might be a 1-year deal. Yep, 1-year deal with Golden State per Shams.
That's interesting. So,
So we
like,
got the Curry brothers on the same team.
I highly doubt he leaves the Warriors. Like 99% doubt. So,
Man,
is this his
Steph-
last season?
Maybe.
oh,
We will see.
I thought you said Seth Curry.
Yeah, Steph Curry. Steph Curry has joined the Warriors on a 1-year deal. Just broke news from Shams. Yeah, no, Steph is still there. I'm saying Seth.
Oh,
It
I
just they
thought
sound
for the new
they're,
contract. Oh, okay, all right.
they're so damn similar. But Seth Curry has now joined his brother on the Warriors, so now
That's
they're
good.
3-point
Okay,
shooting.
so that still asks the question: like, do you all think they had him become on that? That's something. That's a move you make to please your best player because that's his brother.
Man,
So could this
okay,
actually?
so
So my question still stands: could this be like the last year for Steph? Like, hey, on your way out, you get to play with little bro.
maybe honestly.
They might have had a conversation about it. Man, this is my last year. I want us to play together at least one time.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like a Bronny LeBron. Like, we know you on the way out, so you know.
I know he's telling everybody he not gonna wait on his son, but watch him end up waiting on his son.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Man, that's
I
the
wouldn't
3-point
either.
shooting for the Warriors is about to go crazy.
Also-
Steph Curry, Buddy Hield. Ooh,
I feel like we should also talk about how why are they hyping the 76ers up like they not finna go 19 and 39,000? Like
Jared McCann's out for like the first 3 months with a thumb injury. They're already cooked. Like they are already screwed. The 76ers are going to be bottom feeders.
VJ Edgecombe is going to be a bust. Joel Embiid is going to get hurt again. Paul George's not even going to hoop. He's just going to do what we do. Podcast, franchise.net. You know, check us out.
All right.
But, yeah.
Well, boys, I think it's time. Ladies and gentlemen.
Talk about the Monday
we
night.
actually get into it, we actually have a few things to discuss. Let's get into professional wrestling. Yes.
Ooh, yes, sir.
So, I have to ask you, gentlemen, what are we thinking? And I'll start with you, Jalen. What are we thinking about WWE being with Saudi?
Let's just say wrestling is more of entertaining the business more than entertaining the fans, you know. World Wrestling Entertainment, the E stand for entertainment, not for us, for the businesses like Saudi Arabia for the money. They don't care about the fans. And if you disagree, please tell me why.
I don't disagree. I personally, people can get mad at me if they want. I can't stand the fact that WWE and TKO are completely abandoning their morals just so that they can get a ton of money from Saudi Arabia. It's every show that they pretty much do there is a filler, and now you're making WrestleMania in 2027 and the Royal Rumble this year or next year in Saudi Arabia when they already barely care about women's wrestling. Sure, there's been a little bit of improvement over the years, but it's been slow improvement. and it is ridiculous. I genuinely do not understand why they thought this was a good idea, why they thought the fan base of WWE was going to even think or acknowledge that this was a good idea at all. Unless you are pro Saudi Arabia, then yeah, but it's a great idea for you. I dislike that idea a lot. I don't like the fact that they're selling out their morals and being a complete greedy, hungry company like Nintendo, to then just specifically just say, screw your wrestlers, screw your fans, screw the hatefulness that occurs with that specific place, and then, but we just want the money. It's a joke, and I love WWE, but it's a joke with the way that they're. This is the PR year of nightmares for them. They just continue to do dumb shit continuously
I
over
I
and
don't have
over
an
and over
issue.
again.
I don't have
Is
an
it?
issue with the fact they're in Saudi Arabia. I have an issue with the fact that they are going to this place for the sole purpose of this place gives us more money. Like the Saudi crowds aren't even bad. Like last time we actually had an event in Saudi, they were actually they were cheering the women. Like they were
That's what I mean.
able to.
There's been slow improvements with women's wrestling actually being accepted more, which I'll give the. I'm not blaming the crowd itself. I'm blaming just the way that this all has transpired.
No,
Is
I
just it shows
understand
the lack of
Saudi
morals and
culture is
corporate greed.
different. I get it. I understand it. But like one thing we're not going to do is we're not going to sit here and just pander. Like even when it comes to, let's talk about it, man. Let's get into it. John Cena's retirement tour. What a horrible for somebody that you're calling the greatest of all time every night. What a horrible way to book them. Like, first off, Cena Styles, as y'all see on the screen, was announced, and that's it. AJ Styles cuts one promo thanking the fans, and then we get a match, which it was probably gonna be a good match. But the issue is that no build-up, no story, no nothing. Just Cena
Crown,
Styles, because why not?
crown jewels in a week.
Imagine,
Next.
imagine just Jay. He had the championship still, and he was still in his heel turn. This just showed they just did stuff with no plans. They literally just did stuff to no. It's not like Cena gave you these dates randomly at the beginning of January and said, "Hey, make it do." No, this is probably years thought out. You were given these dates at the minimum months before, had time to book them, and instead you just let spontaneous decisions that you're making off the fly, not based off crowd reaction, not based off good stories, but based off of what you want to do because you can do it. When you have stuff like that happening, Triple H, then you have issues, and you have issues with the booking, which cause issue with the fans. And now we have an issue where ticket prices are too high for a bad show that nobody wants to see. And the only reason they're breaking a lot of these records is because Cena is still there, and Roman shows up time to time.
Yeah,
Okay.
like they really decide to screw up John Cena's last time being in the WWE forever. Like you could have had any moment in his career to screw it up, but you want to screw it up now. I feel like I know he had like a lot of important views and times in WWE, but this is the most important time for John Cena, and well, at least in my eyes, to be showing.
This is what you leave This is what you leave the new generation remembering.
This is what all we're gonna have. Like after this year, no more John Cena. We're gonna have to watch from 2000 to now. And after
Like,
that,
It's so sad.
and then what we also get, Jay. I'm glad y'all. I mean, y'all both are Jay, but I'm glad y'all mentioned these points. I want y'all to think about this. John Cena has interacted with zero new talent.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
Like I want you to know.
Seriously, think about it. It's been all old guys.
Oh my
not,
gosh.
he haven't interacted with Dominic Mysterio.
I would have loved that.
Exactly, Carmelo.
Like
There's only one technical young star that he interacted with, and it was Logan Paul.
That didn't need it.
Right, bro. He didn't even interact with Braun Breaker. Like, not even a Braun Breaker.
Not even, bro. As much
unless you count the Vision. If you count the Vision run and get Money in the Bank, I guess I don't count that because all that happened was Cena. They didn't even talk. They didn't even look at each other.
Not even Bronson Reed, bro. Most y'all might disagree with this, but I feel like him and Obafemi would have been great.
You still have a chance with Oba because he's at the main roster. But like, bro, a John Cena Bronson Reed like last man standing match would have been dope.
Cool. There's a lot we could have done. We could have before John Cena even announced that he was going to be having his last year. There was all the fan theories. There was all the Mark theories talking about, oh, we could get Braun Breaker, Carmelo Hayes, Dominic Mysterio. Once Dominic won the IC title, there was a huge story that people were thinking about. Obviously, we wanted to see some of the greatest hits. We wanted to see Randy Orton. We wanted to see CM Punk. We wanted to see AJ Styles. But when it comes at a cost to a point where we don't get any young stars, and then we bring back Brock fucking Lesnar, there's an issue here. There is an issue that I have. We are doing some nonsense when you bring back a man who is in his own problems right now, and you bring him back, squash Cena at WrestlePalooza, and then he, excuse me,
That's stupid.
then he just is off. Then he's off TV, and then I already can feel Triple Safe being a dummy, and most likely making Brock somehow his last opponent because John Cena can finally vindicate the beast.
That would be crazy.
He can finally vindicate the beast and take out the eyesore of his career, which is Brock Lesnar. Nobody wants that. I would rather see Gunther with this storyline of him going after legends who are close to retiring and retiring them themselves would be a much better storyline for his last opponent. Dominic Mysterio and potentially him having an IC title match, a Saturday Night's Main Event. John Cena could put Dominic Mysterio over, or he could win the IC title.
What better would it have been if John Cena was beating the new guys, and then the last new guy beats him, and they can use that as a catapult to their career?
Braun Breaker
would have been great for that as well.
Braun Breaker's a heel. He would benefit from it greatly. Bronson Reed would benefit from it greatly. Dominic Mysterio would really benefit. Oh my goodness, that he would get. Oba Femi, you mentioned. I hope after AJ Styles, after AJ Styles, we have 3 more appearances. 3 more appearances.
3 more appearances with no build-ups at that.
I was going to get to that. So let's just say he does face somebody other than Oba Femi, because Oba Femi is the only person you can do this with where it wouldn't really matter. Let's just say the last match he has, somebody random comes out there and beats him up and pins him.
It's better. I'm not gonna lie. I would rather saw, instead of what happened during his whole heel feud, I would rather see him go to NXT. I'm not even gonna lie. I would rather see him go to NXT and put on people down there, like you saying, put on new talent. Make NXT, like, make it to where if an NXT star come up to the main roster, we know who
what's crazy? 2 years ago, he had a stare down and a little thing with Braun Breaker. If y'all don't know if y'all remember, like Cena appeared on NXT for the first time ever, and it was big. Like it was really big. Him and Taker were on the show, and he had a stare down with Braun. So I'm thinking, like, bro, at the minimum, you're gonna get Cena versus Braun Breaker because they already had an interaction with each other, and John Cena gave him an attitude adjustment.
But now instead we got this Roman Reigns coming. I mean, I don't care. I love when Roman Reigns come back. Roman Reigns coming back to fight Braun Breaker at a PLE and leaving again.
That's what I'm saying. Like even Roman, like we gotta have some serious talks about Triple H's booking. We're gonna say it for next, but we're gonna have some serious.
Oh, absolutely.
We're gonna have serious talks about. We've been saying this for the whole year. Triple H is a fraud. He got saved by Roman. Roman carried his career.
And we got to stop blaming TKO for everything, because I promise you guys, TKO is not telling Triple H to not put Carmelo Hayes on the show. Mm-hmm. I promise you, TKO is not telling Triple H, hey, don't let Carmelo Hayes win a mid-card title. I promise you they are.
By the way, Paul Heyman is a part of this team, by the way. Let's not forget that.
Mm-hmm. Yes, he is.
He is a part
of it. If we're being honest, John Cena easily, if he would have just been coming back, doing his John Cena's greatest hits, and then you push over new talent, it's just him as a babyface. I would have loved that way more than, like, the heel turn moment itself was amazing, but then you proceed to dumb it down at Mania with Travis Scott ruining your main event. Then you want to make heel versus Randy, which was mid. Then you want to go against Punk and him, which was aight. And then now after the stupid stuff with Logan Paul, that stupid money. Which, by the way, if they wanted a real layup and they wanted to do that Punk Cena feud, but they wanted to make it based on that stupid one tweet that he made years ago talking about the Saudi money, and they just had to make it involved with that when they easily could have just rerun the greatest hit. Money in the Bank.
Before we
they had a
transition match for
crazy-
match, Jay, I'm glad you mentioned that, Jaden. Because look, Jalen and Jaden, we never got a back and forth with CM Punk this entire time.
Mhm.
It was somebody cuts a promo, then leave the ring. Somebody cuts a promo, beat up, leave the ring. It was never a back and forth. That's what that's what we were all waiting for. That was the moment. That was the time we're like, okay, yeah, have a back and forth segment.
I'm not gonna lie.
He did it with Randy
Right.
Orton.
And also, we haven't even got Seth Rollins. I feel like,
Bro, we're talking about how bad. I'm glad you mentioned it, Jen. We're talking about how bad this Seth Rollins stuff is because it's so boring. Imagine if Seth Rollins was facing a babyface John Cena.
exactly. Oh my! Imagine if they gave him like, bro, Triple H.
And then Seth Rollins adds Obafemi to the vision after he beats Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed, and then that's the boost for Obafemi. Then you turn Braun Breaker face. I don't know.
Exactly. Like, yes, Braun feel like Seth is trying to replace him with Obafemi. Boom, Obafemi come in, beat him, like, bro.
Yeah, he comes in and beats John Cena, becomes the automatic favorite. Like, because he beat John Cena? Like, yeah.
And Seth Rollins showed that he's favoring him more. Bro, we booking better than Triple H. Like, this ain't even our job.
Mind you, there's like 30 of them in a room right now.
Also, who are we forgetting that
he could have faced?
Yes, like he could have faced Penta. That would have been entertaining.
Roman Reigns.
Exactly.
There were so many options.
They haven't had no interaction.
Zero.
Like my issue is I don't have an issue with Cody. I don't have an issue with Jey Uso. I have an issue with Logan Paul, and I love John Cena. But like, why was there money? They did not have to do that stupid tag match in Money in the Bank. They didn't have to do Logan Paul and John Cena at Clash in Paris. You didn't have to do Brock Lesnar and John Cena. There was a lot of things they didn't have to do during
Jaden, you forget.
I'm gonna be honest, and this like I know I say a lot of stuff about Cody, but this is like, yo, look, we not. We got Roman in 2021, Logan. I'm saying about this year, but this is my thing. I'm not being biased against. I know I make jokes about Cody, but just real talk. You could have still had the championship on Cena.
Exactly.
I don't get it at all. I don't get it.
I don't like. Yes, and he could have dropped it to the person that's on the screen right now.
And honestly, Drew McIntyre beating John Cena made way more sense than him beating Cody Rhodes.
Mm-hmm.
That would help him a lot. Because notice, Drew McIntyre was the only person when they were doing the Elimination Chamber. He was the only person speaking down on John Cena. He was the first person to call him out.
Let's not forget. Even though I liked it, it was like entertaining. I'm gonna come back to reality and say that all that R2 stuff, it was a waste of time.
A whole lot.
That too. Yep, I forgot about that. Oh, I forgot about that.
That was 2.5 months, by the way.
And they didn't even do that with Truth when Truth was at the top.
He came out, he looked at Aleister Black, and then him and Aleister Black are both now on TV now. So yeah.
He could have had a mid-card. Even though people wouldn't like it, he could have had a mid-card title. Something.
But Aleister Black shows up. I mean, they both show up like barely. But like, it's ridiculous.
I'm not gonna lie. I don't know, bro. Like,
no, you're.
I don't want no more wrestlers saying they got one more year announcement tour. I don't want to know none of that because the amount of excitingness that people get behind this, and then you completely rip it from our system about how bad you portray it. It's aggravating. I thought once we got the Cody and John Cena very baby face at SummerSlam, it was going upwards, and then they somehow screwed up this. How do you screw up the babyface part of it now? Like, it makes sense.
They screwed up when on a random night, on the random SmackDown or whatever. Not a random, but I think it was SmackDown or something right before the pay-per-view. They decided to turn him babyface out of nowhere.
Oh, that was a. I love John. That was a horrible promo, and I'm not
That
gonna
was a
blame
cop.
him
That was a
too
cop
much.
out.
I'm not gonna blame him too much because like you really can't say anything there because like what's your reasoning? Oh my bad for my mic. What's your reasoning?
My bad for yelling at a kid. My bad for turning my back against y'all. My back with y'all now.
I mean,
Like,
also, where's the final boss?
Because John Cena, what he said it was bad TV. He did everything he did for TV. So he just breaks kayfabe and he's like, "Yeah, guys, the people in the back told me to turn heel and I became a bad guy, but I don't like it anymore, so I'm gonna become good again." That's basically what he said. That's what he said. And
I have an issue with the
it's
fact
what
that we didn't
happened.
even revisit the final boss. The Rock just says, "Nah, I don't need. I showed up and made this about me at Elimination Chamber, and then you don't show up the rest of the time. You just say nah."
I'm
Like
not gonna lie.
what the hell was that even about? The Rock made this
Brian
storyline
didn't
even
have a
worse.
diss with Tanahashi. I
I
don't
got
think Brian. I don't think Brian was. I don't think either of them were booked this bad.
I got both. I got two things to say about. I got two things to say about John. First of all, Jaden, I want to go back to what you said. If I'm not gonna lie, if this was John Cena last moment and he didn't tell us, I would have been even more mad. I'm not gonna lie. I'm glad he told us. I'm glad he told us, in my opinion. And it was horrible, but if I didn't know that this was gonna be his last time wrestling, and he told us out of nowhere, and he left me with this trash, you know how mad I would be. And also, dang it! Oh yeah, I don't know how y'all feel, but what could make this a whole lot better and make it actually make more sense is if The Rock come back. Like, what do y'all think about that?
Like at that point, it's too late. Like Cody got the title.
I don't think it's too late. I don't think it's too late.
Cody got the title. John Cena is a babyface. It's already that whole storyline got scrapped the moment that Travis Scott got fired from collaborating with WWE. Now
But
you have
we don't need
because he
Travis
ruined the
Scott
main
though.
event.
We don't need Travis Scott. We don't
Obviously
need
not,
Travis
but
Scott.
he was with that stupid group with The Rock. That
But
really.
what we do need is I need you, Jayden, to get ready because now it is time for the main event, which is match for match. So to explain this and to talk about what match for match is, I know this was a weird transition into our next topic, but as you see the man above me, he's getting ready to compete in this. Right now, it is a match for match. We're comparing the catalogs of Io Sky, Shawn Michaels, and Jayden. This is an announcement on the fly. I'll let you know when you come back. But we have an announcement to make. Well, first off, before anything begins anything else, look. The app below me, look it up on Instagram. What he is doing is he is hosting a match for match tournament. So what is match for match? That's the question you guys might be asking. I see the viewer count that we have in here. I see who's watching. Look, match for match is where you pick a wrestler, male and female, male or female, things of that nature. And you look at their match catalog, you look at the match quality that they had throughout their entirety of their career, and you say, you know what? I think this person has a better list of matches stacked up than everybody else that you can name. And you go ahead and you represent that wrestler. You go ahead and you represent them into a tournament, a competitive tournament where you're earning money. Now, this right here is just our version of match for match. But what's happening is that this app right below me is going to be hosting a match for match tournament, and you will win cash prizes. So stay tuned. Watch this right here so you can see how this match for match is going to play out. But look, Jalen, I have some news for you, bro. Look. We had some issues in the back. The person representing AJ Styles is not showing up tonight. And I don't know how you're going to like this. But this means that Jayden gets to face Io Sky with HBK.
Oh. Wait, what? Oh, that's news to me too.
So, do you feel like he just got bailed out?
Yes, I feel, bro.
Why are you asking him? Why are you asking the guy that beat 5-0 with Io Sky? Like, he has no.
How long are you sticking around? How long are you sticking around?
Jalen, you have no relevance in this scenario. You lost 5-0 to me with me using Io Sky. You don't matter.
So the question I have to do is, did you do some politicking to set this up, Jayden? I don't know.
Never. I don't know what you're talking about. I just showed up for my match for match. And as our co-host here, the match for match general, also had to wear my orange. Had to shout out Indigenous Day. Native Americans. It's their holiday today. I want to give them a shout out because
Aren't you
obviously with
Canadian?
the yes, that's why there's some reparations here that has to be said because our history is not great with that. Okay, but obviously show my support because that was a really tough and sad day for the Canadian history with things, and obviously it is a happy Indigenous Day. It's really hard to say that word
Happy
sometimes, but
Indigenous Day. Happy Indigenous Day.
we're here to show up and win. I was
Yeah,
expecting a triple
I
threat,
just
but a victory.
Hey,
okay.
Steph.
I didn't expect you to
Steph.
say that.
Steph.
Okay, calm down now.
Hey, Steph. How long are you gonna be here, bro? Or you got business to take care of?
Who's he talking to? Is he going crazy?
I'm talking to Steph.
No, he's going crazy. But
I mean,
what is going to go crazy is Shawn
Reese.
Michaels versus Io Sky
No. How about you insert me into this match?
in a match for
How about you insert me into this match?
Buddy, you're not even comp. You're not even comp, Jalen.
Okay, but how about you insert me into this match?
Okay. Why not?
I'm ready.
I'm cool with Jalen. If Jalen wants to lose again, I'm fine.
Do you think you know the catalog of AJ Styles good enough?
I feel like I got this. I got this, Reese.
Oh, okay. Well, look, the person representing Io Sky is here.
Hello, everybody.
Is that Logan number 1 here?
This is my first time meeting
the Logan who has offspring. Fuma.
Welcome, everyone. Welcome.
Okay, well, no face cam, going faceless today.
I'm at work. This match for match came 10 minutes early.
Why in the world are you? You know what? We're not gonna question it. We're gonna go ahead. We're gonna get into it. AJ Styles versus Io Sky versus the Heart Rate Kid Shawn Michaels. And my goodness, I did not expect. I promise you guys, I did not expect this man Jalen to pick up this task. So look, we're gonna go ahead and do it. Look, I need to know because you won last time, Jaden. Heads or tails?
Well, let's go tails. Let's switch it up. I usually go heads if I can, so let's go tails here.
Okay, no problem.
Well, at least Jalen's gonna get his third match for match in. Hopefully, he gets more than 1 point this time.
It has landed on tails, which means you get to pass or play. And because of triple threat, you get to choose who to pass to if you do pass.
You know what? Let's pass it on to the man who's making his debut, Logan, in a match for match. Logan, you're gonna start us off here.
All right.
Well,
I feel like I started researching her a couple of days ago, so my catalog's not too deep, but I do have some good matches. So we're gonna start off something light here. We're gonna start Io Sky versus Asuka, SmackDown 2023.
Ooh, I like that match. Good pick.
All right, Jalen, you're up.
I'm going to do, let's see. Since he's starting out slight, I'll start out slight. AJ Styles versus Brock Lesnar, Survivor Series.
Okay. That's actually an underrated match in his catalog. I gotta respect it. We are gonna start it off. I'm gonna start off with something nice here. We're gonna do HBK versus Kurt Angle at Mania 21.
That's a heavy hitter right there, Jaden. That's kind of surprising that you're using it first round.
We got a few other matches in the back that are nice. That I made I had to make a new HBK list recently. After that embarrassing loss I had against Ross with HBK against Stone Cold a month ago, I have to I have to get my redemption with Shawn Michaels today. And I was excited to go against two newcomers for matches, going against both the Logans.
All right.
The ones who want to show up and not going to go against.
I'm sorry, Jane, to interrupt you. I'm actually sorry about that. But the results
are. No, you're all good.
All right. And who also is all good is Jalen, because he has a first point on the board with AJ Styles, the phenomenal one. Apparently, they don't want none. Look, Jalen, because You picked up the first point on the board. You get to go
And
again.
you know what? We gonna turn it up now. We finna turn it up. We finna turn it up. Give me AJ Styles versus Christopher Daniels, 30-minute Iron Man match
Okay.
against all odds, 2005.
Okay. Okay. So we got AJ.
Oh
All right.
yeah.
Who's going next?
Logan, it is your go.
All right, I feel like you know what since we're turning up the tempo a little bit, let's turn it up a little bit more. Let's do Io Sky versus Stephanie Vaquer for WrestlePalooza.
Okay, a little recency. I like it. I like it.
I ain't
You
gonna
know,
lie,
this is a
that's a
pretty
hard
pretty
hitter.
big round here.
That's
We
a
are gonna
hard
go.
hitter.
You know what? Since I'm absolutely appalled. I'm honestly kind of shocked that Jalen got that. But good on you, Jalen. You got a point. You just
Be
gotta get
quiet. I
one
don't
more,
want
and
to
then
hear
you
that.
already beat your record.
I don't want to hear that.
We are gonna go with Razor Ramon versus HBK Mania 10.
Oh,
Whew.
I love me some Razor Ramon. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. Even though people didn't like him as much, I love me some Razor Ramon. Ramon.
That's
And
a good match. That's actually so I want to go one by one.
please don't
Jaden, why
ask
did
me.
you pick the match you picked?
Why I picked the match? Well, with the Timbo Riser, I had to bring up one of Shawn Michaels' better matches, but not his best, obviously. And one of his better matches, obviously, this was during the time where he was having banger after banger in the 90s. And at this Mania, he fought in a ladder match against Razor Ramon for the IC Championship. He did lose, unfortunately, but it was a beautiful match. It was, I'm pretty sure it was one of the first or the first ladder match ever done at Mania for a title at that point. I could be wrong, obviously. But it was a phenomenal match, great spots. It obviously ended with Shawn Michaels getting low blowed by the ring ropes as he fell off the ladder, with Razor Ramon collecting that title. In my opinion, I genuinely assume that this is the best match on this out of the three. But I am not the referee, so I did not make that decision.
Okay.
Well, Jalen, what about your match? How do you feel about that Christopher Daniels
Yeah,
AJ Styles?
actually, before we get to Jalen, let's talk about Fluma. This pick with Io and Stephanie Vaquer. Um, how are you feeling about your pick that you just did, Logan?
I mean, something slight, I'm not sweating at all, only down 1-0 at the moment. Io Sky, she delivers classic after classic. And, I feel like, the Stephanie Vaquer is a technical masterpiece. I think it's a really great match. I think it fares really well with the competition, even though my competition, Jaden, won't sit there and say that match is probably better than that stupid ladder match. But I digress.
Yeah, I love Io like the next
All
one,
right.
but that ladder match,
Jaden,
man,
I gotta ask you the same thing. Why did you pick this match to start with? You talked about turning up the tempo. You set the tempo for these rounds. What about this match? Why did you pick it as
For
your
me,
go-to? Yeah.
what did I pick?
You don't remember your own match? It's kind of crazy, brother.
God. The unprofessionalism by this man. And this
AJ
is the
Styles
person
versus
you keep
Christopher
putting me with as
Daniels.
a commentator. Really, Reese.
The 30-minute Iron Man match.
See what happened was I picked him because AJ the GOAT.
Okay. All right. That's fair. Well, it looks like HBK might be entering those conversations because Jaden has 1 point on the board. It's now 1-1-0. Jaden, it's your go.
Okay. We finally get one on the board. It's a good start. Needed that. We're going to we're gonna slow down the pace here, Bring out a underrated match in my opinion for Shawn Michaels catalog. We're gonna do HBK versus Shelton Benjamin, the Raw May 2nd, 2005 show. Obviously has that amazing super kick spot of Shelton Benjamin hitting his the springboard and getting kicked, but besides that was just a genuinely great match between two elite competitors at that point in ring, and Shawn Michaels was in his bag at that point.
All right.
All right.
Who's going next?
Run that back. What match did you say again?
Shawn Michaels versus Shelton Benjamin, Raw May 2nd, 2005 show.
I just watched that match recently. Very good match. All right. It is now your go, Logan.
All right, I guess I gotta sit there and I gotta get on the board. So I guess I gotta use one of my juggernaut hits real quick. Let's give me Io Sky versus Bianca Belair, Backlash Puerto Rico.
Oh.
All right, Jalen, what will you be using to counter these matches?
Well, I'm going ahead and take it up there with you. Well, all right. Give me AJ Styles versus Shinsuke Nakamura, Wrestle Kingdom 10.
It's a pretty good match.
Shut up.
Well, Jan, so you want to be
Damn.
so talkative now? What happened in that match? What's some of your favorite parts of it? Elaborate on it, maybe. You know, since you're so clean at picking the matches, how about you elaborate on why you like the matches so much?
Well,
Yeah,
Jalen,
Yeah,
I'll say to you
Jalen.
here. No, there is no need for you to elaborate because you take a point. It's now 2-1-0.
Hey, good. Jaden got more than 1 point. Congrats, man. Good. Hey, you finally did it. Good job.
All right,
It's a miracle.
All right,
Jalen.
you want to play? You want to play on my top? You want to play with me? I'm gonna play with you.
Fucking
Give me
fuck.
AJ Styles versus Samoa Joe.
Hey, yo.
Whoa,
Turning point.
whoa.
2005.
Whoa, did this guy just say? Did this guy just say he wants to play with me? Hey, yo.
You said AJ versus Joe. Is that the PLE where it's called AJ versus Joe?
Yeah, turning point. 2005.
Are you talking
You
about
wanna
the triple threat?
You want to know what I picked that?
No, I'm pretty sure he's just talking the singles match between them.
Yeah.
But you're up, Logan. What's up?
All right, Logan.
All right.
It is your go.
All right. I mean, that's a really good match. Can't lie. So I'm gonna throw away. I might have to use this as a throwaway match. Give me Io versus Shayna Baszler, NXT 25.
That's a great match. I would not say that's a throwaway, though, respectfully. I think that's
NXT
underrated.
what?
NXT Takeover 25.
Jalen wants to throw out a good match. You know, that was a pretty good one. We are going to drop HBK versus Stone Cold at WrestleMania. I forget which Mania it is, to be fair. Every time I try to find the specific number, it just doesn't show up. But it's Stone Cold and HBK at Mania, the one time they faced each other there.
It is.
I said, what
Hey,
Mania?
Jaden, Mr. Canadian,
Yeah, what's up?
why did you pick your match?
Why did I pick my match? Well, obviously you have Mr. WrestleMania himself. Everyone liked to say Undertaker, but my opinion was Shawn Michaels because he never had a bad match really at Mania ever.
Mania
He always took it up a notch. And him and Stone Cold had an underrated match for WrestleMania matches. It was very well done. The moves hit great. It was some elite graphs. The selling was beautiful. The little promo battle they had up going to it was actually pretty solid for their little story. Not the greatest story, but it's still a solid one. What about you, Jalen? No, nothing? Okay.
Because AJ Styles is the GOAT and Samoa Joe is the GOAT.
All right.
Oh, geez.
Well, Jalen.
Bad news. Don't tell me. Don't tell me.
Can we get the score, Steve Harvey?
Whoa, really?
Don't tell
That's
me.
the shot you're taking at me?
Reese, to be fair, you've done this to me before, so that's why I can say this.
Don't worry. I don't need to shoot back because I'm giving the strap to Jalen because he done put another point on the board. It's now 3-1-0.
Oh yeah, and you know what? I'm gonna keep going. Give me AJ Styles versus Minoru Suzuki, G1 Climax 2004, Night 7.
I do not know how to spell that. Hopefully my refs heard that. All
Minoru
right.
Suzuki.
Now I expect us.
Let me know when you're
This
ready.
man giggling, finally being up once. Holy shit! Control the ego there, buddy.
I'm sorry to rain on your parade, Fluma. I didn't want your debut to be like this, but you know, I gotta step in.
Logan, it's you.
All right, give me Io Shibuya versus Miko Satomura at Sendai Girls.
Hey, yo, refs, I need y'all typing this in the chat, bro. I can't type that, man. I ain't gonna lie. No disrespect.
That's a great match there. That's a great match. But yeah. Now we have to hear this guy get cocky finally out for once because he's actually doing good. We're gonna go HBK versus HBK versus Bret Hart Mania 12 Iron Man match. That's what we're gonna go with. We're going with the Iron Man match.
How you feeling, Jaden?
Okay, that's the Brett match we're using.
How you feeling?
I feel fine.
Stop lying.
We have one vote in.
My guy, you have finally gotten over a point, and you are so cocky for a man who has had legit 1 point in 2 matches that you started with. I don't know what you're so cocky about, but hey, good for you, Jalen. You're finally doing good. Good for you, buddy. I'm so glad for you.
Me too. Me too.
But don't worry. I hope that you keep this cockiness because if you end up losing this shit, I hope you learn to shut your mouth while I go and talk, or even if Logan here gets a random comeback and wins, So I just want you to keep that same energy. Keep that same energy just in case you do lose,
Oh, Jalen.
A lot of games.
Tell me
wait, can I get a repeat on your match, Logan?
Io, I'll just say Io Sky versus Miko hold on.
How you Niko?
You as well.
Oh, Miko Satomura?
Io Sky versus Miko Satomura.
Oh yeah.
What event was this at?
Sendai Sendai Girls.
Oh,
what year?
I want to say 2018. I could be wrong.
You was in the E in 18, right? I don't know.
I didn't write down the year, so that's my bad.
So I'm intrigued to see what the rest vote here.
All right. Oh wow. Oh wow. 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 Okay. We have a landslide sweep here with the voting.
Or
Jaden and Logan. Afraid to break it to y'all, but Jaden has another point on the board. It is now 4-1-0.
okay, I'm gonna stay here because that's not even a great AJ Styles match. I'm sorry, like we're your nonsense now. Okay, no, that's cool. That's cool. Jalen, say your fucking match.
Look, Jaden, I'm gonna agree with you. I don't know. I've only seen the highlights of the AJ match, so I can't speak too much on it.
I watched it. It was all right.
What was the AJ match?
That Bret Hart Iron Man match is not as bad as people try to make it seem. Like it's not.
It was AJ versus Minoru Suzuki, and it was a pretty good match. But like,
Jalen, it looks a little happy over there. Well, look.
I don't know, let him go. Let him say a stupid fucking match.
This match for match still isn't over because Jaden hasn't said a lot of matches yet.
Oh, don't worry. No, we're good. We're ready now.
I think we're about to see fire versus fire right now. Look, Jalen, make it, take it. It's your go. What are we?
Can you say the match instead of flexing? Holy shit! Like God.
Right here. The potential closer is right here. What are we gonna do?
You know what? I'm going to play strategic. I'm going to be cool. Give me AJ Styles versus Kota Ibushi Invasion Attack 2015.
Okay.
You know, it's getting a little hot in here.
Oh shit!
Wait, what pay-per-view was that at?
You said what?
What pay-per-view was that at?
Invasion Attack 2015. Gotta get the germs off of me. Woo.
All right, Logan, it's your time to lead the point on the board. I believe in you.
All right, I guess I got to start hitting my juggernauts. Io Sky versus Bailey, WrestleMania 40.
EOV Bailey win.
Yeah, no, I'm peaked.
WrestleMania 40.
That was 40. Oh, that was 40.
We're going Triple H, Shawn Michaels, Chris Benoit, Mania 19, triple threat.
You mean Mania 20?
Or Mania 20. I thought it was 19 when it popped up on my screen.
Man. Freak.
Now, if this match loses, the refs are glazing AJ Styles. Like that's one of the best triple threats. That's a top 5 triple threat
Well, you
in
can go ahead
WWE history.
I'm bragging, Jaden, because you do have a point on the board. It is now.
Hell yeah.
4-2-0.
4-2-1 or 4-2-0. Let's go. We keep it going. This whole streak got me a little peeved, so we're just gonna keep ripping off bangers. We are going to go now with HBK versus Cactus Jack in your house 98.
Okay.
Hold on, Jalen. It's Logan's turn.
All right. Okay, I guess I got to go for my nukes. Give me Rhea Ripley versus Io Sky versus Bianca Belair, WrestleMania 41.
All right. Give me AJ Styles versus Christopher Daniels versus Samoa Joe, Unbreakable 2005.
Oh my gosh.
Let's go. We're gonna go toe
Oh my gosh.
We're gonna go toe for toe. We're gonna go toe for toe. That's what you want to do. We're gonna take it there.
Jalen, you better hope to God you win this match because you just used your ultimate weapon. If you lose this somehow, you better hope to everything that you hit this because that's the ultimate weapon of weapons for AJ Styles right there.
Send me some good news, man.
I would say that Cactus Jack and HBK match, I wasn't familiar with it for a while. Watch that. My goodness, was that an elite matchup between them. It was beautiful. The spectacleness of it, the actual in-ring capacity of it, the storytelling.
I'm nervous, y'all. I'm nervous. Hold on.
It just kills you. This guy's supposed to be a host. It jumps in, and all of a sudden he's getting.
Oh my gosh!
What happened, Reese? Did Jalen get the win, or did Io get it?
Oh my gosh!
I lost. Go ahead, tell me. I lost.
I'm pretty sure you probably.
Watch it be a three-way tie. Watch it be a three-way tie.
If it's a three-way tie, man, oh my gosh, that'd be ridiculous.
I lost.
Oh my god, I probably should have written down a few more matches if I thought about that. This is getting a bit.
Boys.
I lost. Tell me.
Oh shit.
Let me just say, a lot of matches were not used.
Oh, Jalen
One particular person here. A lot of matches weren't used. Well, one particular person here. Well, I mean, he still got an opportunity to. So I'm gonna shut up.
I lost.
Y'all said some good matches, great matches even. I'm just confused that some bangers haven't been said yet. Jaden, you didn't say some matches that you had.
Because Reese, I'm not wasting the great matches right off the rip. I had better matches than Jalen on 2 rounds, and they gave it to him. They're glazing this man because they want this man to win because he sucks. He shouldn't even be in this match. He shouldn't. Should have been on the fucking host with you, but instead he's in this stupid match getting glazed. And now I know he won, so now I'm even more frustrated because this guy doesn't deserve shit.
Yeah, fuck Jalen. He's on this
Fuck Jalen.
where he sits there.
Fuck Jalen. This guy shouldn't even be in here. You guys gave him a freebie.
Bullshit. He's on his rock shit right now. Fucking cashing in
Outta
those
here.
fucking contracts. We got rocks.
You wanted to say that I was trying to pull some nonsense. Look at this. You can even control your own show. You were trying to help Jalen out too, because I've seen how some of these PLEs ended and Verbal Combat. So now I know you're probably up to something, Reese. Good to know. Interesting, huh? That's crazy.
All right. Well, Darren, you can think whatever you want, but
Take him
Jalen,
under your wing.
you are now in this match for match the victor. Jalen, you have won this match for match.
Bullshit. Calling the biggest rigging I've ever seen in my life. The biggest rigging I've ever
came
seen ever.
out of nowhere. And
Reese, if shit happens, he should not be here. He should not be here. He shouldn't have joined. He shouldn't have been in this.
You're right. Somebody bailed out on this match for match. Somebody just bailed out and they left. They're sending me texts right now talking about they were late, being unprofessional. But it's fine. Because now, technically, Jalen versus Jaden has become a trilogy.
This is bullshit. I shouldn't even have to face a guy I beat 5-0, and now you tell me he gets a win against me because he gets lucky because a fucking guy can't show up for work, and now I gotta deal with his dumbass talking the stupid amount of shit that he does with his pea little brain that he has. This is bullshit.
Jaden, if you want to take your frustration out on them, feel free. Because
fucking AJ Style Blazers.
Next Takedown Tuesday, it will be Jalen versus Jaden versus the other Logan.
I'm not gonna lie, triple threats. Well, fine. Well, I guess I'll go against the other Logan, and then this guy can and he'll get lucky again because he can't win in a singles match, mind you. He can't. No, Reese. He has won 0 single matches because he sucks. But he gets lucky because he joins in this, and you allowed it because you took him under your wing. This is a bullshit.
Look, I might have gave him some words of encouragement that help him win matches. But, you know.
Let me tell you something. Jaden.
I don't want to hear you say anything. I don't want to hear you say anything.
I don't want to hear it.
Have my number. You suck. You are trash. No. Have my number. You're not even supposed to be in this. Shut up. You're like the adopted brother that nobody wanted. You're not supposed to be here. You were just supposed to be a fucking host. You're a joke. You're trash. You're garbage. Win a singles match before you talk to me. You got 5-0 in a singles match. Now you're talking about shit because you want a triple threat? Because half the rest were AJ Style Blazers? Yeah, get the fuck out of here. No, I refuse to accept this bullshit. A loss on my record to him? No, because this is not how this was supposed to go. It's supposed to be me versus the other 2 Logans. But no. The one Logan can't show up. Thank God for Logan number 1 now can show up to his job and be at his actual job and do this. And then we have Jalen who's supposed to be a fucking host. Oh no, let me join in here, guys, and Reese. Oh, that's a great idea. I'm gonna allow that. Bullshit. Get the fuck out of here.
Wait, Jalen. Fuck the triple threat. I want you next week. I want you next Tuesday. Give me Jalen next Tuesday, Takedown Tuesday.
Look, boys, announcements will be made. We still have verbal combat to do, but ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you guys for showing up to Takedown Tuesday. What are you doing on the screen, bro?
Oh, I don't know how I got here.
You're like all black and stuff, messing up my intro, man. Ooh. However, there is somebody who wants a word with you two, and it's not me.
What we gotta say? Oh,
What up?
Here we go.
We finally done this mid-off. We don't want to see this bull no more. Come on, man. Good job. I guess good job, Jalen. You finally got a win somehow. Some way, I guess eventually you would have finally got one. But I guess good job. I don't know what to say, but I don't do mid-card. I'm sorry. On to more important things. I've been hearing my mouth a lot. I've been hearing my name a lot around here. You know, everybody taking shots at me. Shots at me. I mean, I know why. It's because I got the prize on my mother on my belt. Sorry, PG. On my belt. Right? I mean, I got the prize. You know, everybody won it. I get it. I get it. I understand. But I got my sights set on somebody. Uh, Reese. I think it's about time you get back in that ring, bruh.
Hold on, hold
I think it's
on,
about. I
hold
think it's
on,
about
hold
Wait,
on.
hold
time.
on, hold on,
True,
hold on, hold
I
on.
think
true,
it's
True,
about
true,
hold on.
time.
Wait, wait,
true,
The
wait. No,
champ is
no,
true,
no, no,
talking.
no,
true.
The
no.
Let
champ
me
No,
is
no,
say
no,
talking.
no.
something.
You
The
are
Hold on,
champ
not
is
gonna
true,
start.
talking. I'm
No,
true.
no, no,
sorry.
no, no.
The champ is
We are not
talking.
doing it.
I
No,
think. What
no.
do you mean we're not doing this? What do you mean? Hey, thank you. Thank you for the respect. I mean, I don't know what they're talking about. They're talking about mid offs. Nobody cares about that. Jalen, Jaden, you should have won. Come on, bruh. But never mind all that. You know, as a representative of BOE, yes, BOE is still in effect. In case y'all didn't know, um, I just wanted to set my height. You know, set my. I know I got CJ coming. You know, in the next PLE. You know, and I'm ready for that one. But I think I want to get back in the ring before that. So I'm thinking, Reese, it might be time for you to get back in the ring with me, bruh. You know what I mean? I can't be going. I can't be in the ring with any and anybody. Got to be somebody who means something. Somebody who means something. This is your promotion, and I want
So
you in the ring.
I will be very
Simple
honest.
as that. I think it's time. I beat you for this title, and now I'm gonna beat you in a non-title match to make it sure that you never touch this title again. And then I'll beat CJ, and then after CJ, I guess finally, I will answer Rock's BS calls. I've been hearing it. Rocks, nobody's running from you. No one's scared of Rocks. No one at all. You are the franchise hoe.
Oh shoot!
You are on every match. Yeah, bro. We know. He books you like it ain't nothing. We get it, bro. We get it. But I'm tired of you talking behind my back. I seen what you did to BOE. I seen how you did it. I knew you was there to do what you was going to do. But that's after CJ. Reese, I think I want you in a non-title match, man. I think I want to see you in the ring, man. We haven't seen you in the ring in a long time. I think I need to, make sure. I mean, I know I still got it. I just want to make sure. So, do you answer? Do
Well,
you?
let's
What do you
let's
say
let's
to
just be
mine?
very let us be very clear.
Yes, sir.
I have unfinished business with somebody else. Steph,
Oh,
you are in the back watching. Last time we had a match, I canceled it because I can. Truth, before I get back to you, I'm going to demonstrate to everybody back there that this is my show and I can do whatever I want on it.
mm.
So, Steph, next time you have a match, it will be again against who I pick on my terms. Truth, I'll get to you when I get to you because I will get to you.
That's fine. I'll still
Jalen,
be champion.
congratulations. And Truth, I'll let you have the floor and close us out. But John, you have a message, bro.
So I got a message for this. So,
Let me up, please.
yeah, man. Yeah. All
You
right, well, then
know,
cool. You know what?
I got a lot to say. Hold on,
I
true.
think I'm going to
Let me
mess with
speak.
BOE a little bit.
Let
It's
me
time to
speak.
kick some things, make some things a little bit different. Rocks, I hear you, bro. I don't want to hear you. That's basically what it is. So I'll get to
True.
you when I get to you. I'll make the calls, not you. Um, I think I want to see X in the ring to make sure he can still hold up to BOE standards. It's not a title match. It's not a malicious match. It's the match to make sure that my brothers are still doing their thing. So I think I'm gonna call X out. I think I'm gonna call X out. I think that's what I want to call out.
True. True.
Yeah.
Let me speak. True. Let me speak. I'm done taking
All right,
seconds.
go ahead. I'm sorry. Trash is speaking.
First of all, let's not talk about mid carders because your buddies of the East was full
Dude.
of
Oh,
them.
now you're finally
Was full
talking.
of
You're
them.
finally talking
Was
because you
full of
got a
them.
little win. Because you
And look,
finally got a little win. Now
listen,
you're
no,
talking.
I'm gonna leave you off with this. I'm done being a laughing stock. I'm done being the pushover. I'm done being the joke. I come here to fight. I'm coming for you. I'm coming for you.
So
I'm
what you?
coming
So
for
what are
you.
you? So what are you
I'm
saying?
coming for you.
What are you saying? Because I
Jaden,
mean,
you last news. Your yesterday news.
Your
I'm
last
gonna be on my
news.
way up, but just know I'm coming for you.
No, you ain't. No, you
All
ain't. You
praise
ain't
to
got nobody.
Reese.
I'm not worried. I'm not worried. But thank you everybody for watching franchise. Thanks for supporting match for match. Thanks for supporting the chant. You know what I mean? I'm still here. I will be here. I ain't going nowhere. And just make sure you tune in Thursday, Tuesdays and Thursdays, and look out for the PLE. Simple as that.
Um. All right, good work, everybody. W rocks for referring. Truth, I'm sorry you saw your boy get beat today.
Your last news is killing me, bro.
What's the
Nah,
last news, bro?
last news is crazy.
Whatever.
Your last news.
Oh,
Nah,
last
but
news. What is that?
yeah, I ain't gonna lie, Jaden, bro. You didn't like. I wasn't even being biased. I swear to God to you, I voted you like 3 times out of
Yeah.
out of the
Rocks
match.
actually voted HBK a lot. It was other people.
What? Rock voted HBK over AJ
Yeah,
Styles?
Rocks actually voted HBK a lot.
What?
Yeah, I
Rock's
did. But
being fair?
yeah, man. Niggas told me not to
I
be
see
biased,
it.
so I chose that
I
favor.
see it. I appreciate you guys. I really do.
But yeah, like I think we need
You
to.
know what, Jaden? I think you should have. I think
No,
by the time
last news. Last news. This guy wins one match what he wasn't supposed to be in, and I'm last news.
Matter
You
of
can't even
fact,
beat me one
no,
on
no.
one. One
No,
on
no, no.
one, you
It's
can't beat me.
cool.
You can't
It's
beat me. No,
cool.
no, 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 no. I'm confident.
It's
Three,